Yeah, thank you very much, Ifine. And joining me in the studio to discuss the efforts of the FCT Ministerial Media Sensitization team on COVID-19 is Dr. Jophia Nanker Gupar. She's a member of FCT COVID-19 Advocacy and Media Sensitization Campaign. Thank you, ma'am, for joining us on the
Thank you.
program,
Finally,
on
I'm
the
here.
news. And now, could you just give us an update on the efforts by the FCT administration to curb this enemy COVID-19?
Well, the FCT administration is working very hard. You know, this COVID-19 is novel, it's new, and so far so good. They are trying to expand the isolation and treatment centers, and then to also train more of the health workers, and then to provide more of the PPEs to all the isolation centers and the treatment centers.
Okay, so
Yes, and then um, uh, maybe I can talk a little about the palliatives.
we'll get
Yes,
to that.
okay.
Okay, because this palliative issue is quite important to many people in the FCT. So, what is the situation like about the distribution of palliative? What is the situation on ground?
Well, you know, the ideal plan or the original plan that the committee had planned for these palliatives is on household basis.
Okay.
And we started off with Abaji, which was almost 100% successful, household to household. And then yesterday we moved into Kwali, and then today, by the grace of God, we'll be moving it to Kuji. Yes, and the the arrangement in place is to cater for 100,000 household per area council, and we believe that in each household you have at least a minimum of 5 persons, and each of these persons will be getting a pack of these
Palliative.
palliatives. Yes.
Okay.
So at the end of it, we are distributing 500,000 pieces of these palliatives to each area council.
Okay, you said that the original plan is to distribute it according to households. Has
Up to now,
anything
no, it
changed
has
that?
not changed. No,
Okay,
no,
so it's
no.
still
It's still household to household.
okay.
Yes.
And the FCT minister has been all out about strategies put in place by the administration to really curtail the spread of COVID-19 in the FCT. Tell us more about that.
Like for now, the community search, which we are aware is on, you know, trying to identify persons with symptoms, collection of samples, and testing. That's what the administration, the FCT administration is doing, is expanding on that too, you know, moving into communities to do this exercise.
Okay, what have you found so far from the community search exercise, bearing in mind of the community transmission at this moment and the rising figures in the FCT?
Well, that is a bit of a more technical, you know, part of it, but so far so good. The people are complying, they are cooperating in this exercise.
Okay, beyond compliance, what can we make out of the community search that has so far been carried out? Has it revealed anything? Has it brought about any detection of maybe the rate at which the virus is spreading within the FCT?
Well, I think it has helped because now people are beginning to accept that this virus is real, and that so far so good. The testing that have been taken so far, most of them are negative. you know, and which gives room for more people to make themselves available to be tested.
Okay. And now we've had reports of increased rate of gender-based violence and abuses in homes at this time. What do you have to say about this?
Well, it's true because we get reports, you know, oftentimes that most especially women are being abused and all that. And then when you look at it, it boils down to frustration because, you know, this, like I said earlier on, this pandemic is new and we've never had it that the whole nation will be locked down, you know, for more than 2 weeks. You know, you don't go out to do your normal day-to-day activity and all that. And you know, some people, it depends on individuals actually. So some people find it very difficult to to manage that, and before you know it, anger here and there, and then the next person they will bounce on is their wives or their children. So honestly, we we just pray that this pandemic will not spread to the point that we continue to be locked down, and then our women will become punching bags, and our girls or our young boys will be abused.
Okay, now, is there anything your advocacy team can do about this, or is there anything you're doing about it?
Well, what we have done right now is that we have opened up some helplines, you know, so that if there is such cases, they could call to register the cases, and then actions will be taken, because we are working hand in hand with the police and other security operatives.
Okay, now,
Yes.
in the fight against the COVID-19, advocacy and sensitization is very key. Are there challenges you have encountered, I mean your team, in carrying out this?
Yes, one of the major challenges is for the acceptance of this virus. People find it very difficult to accept that this thing is real. They feel as if it's another way for, you know, government, you know, to have her way into controlling the people and all that. And we try to explain to people that it's not like that. This thing is real, because this is not just happening in Nigeria. You know, is a world issue. Though for me, I see this pandemic as an imported virus to this country, and we try to sensitize people about that to make them know that this is a collective thing, that we have to come together to fight it, to throw it out of Nigeria. And then secondly, again, one of the challenges that we face, you know, is that in terms of these palliatives, you know, people find it very difficult to believe that these things will get to them. And we try to tell them that that is why we are there. We are on this, the civil society is on this committee to represent the people, to ensure, to make sure that whatever government says or planned for the people gets to them. And that is why you see, like in the FCT, we emphasize on doing it on household to household. And that is why in the initial planning, the traditional rulers, the local government area council chairman, the councillors, traditional rulers, the religious leaders, and even the youth leaders, and then we, the CSO, are part of the planning, because it is believed that this set of major stakeholders work with the people down to the grassroots.
Okay,
So,
one thing you mentioned, talking about the challenges, is acceptance of the reality by the people.
true,
Has
yeah.
the pattern changed now?
Yes, at
There's an
least, yes,
acceptability
at least
of
they
the
are now,
reality on
yes,
ground.
they are now accepting it, because we try to bring it down to their level to make them see the reality in this pandemic. And then, like now, today we are in Kwali, and we're having a challenge right now as I speak to you, because the Minister of Humanitarian is there sharing the monetary aspect of the palliative, and then most of the people that are supposed to be at home, you
So
know,
that gets to
to
them.
get their palliatives are out there, you know, because they don't want to miss out on that. Okay. So we, after now, I think today we have to sit down and synergize with the Minister of Humanitarian and the FCT, so that any day that she's going to any of the area councils, you know, or any day we are going to take our palliatives to the people of a particular area, you know, let there be no clash.
Okay.
Yes, yes. That's the only thing that I think we have so far so good. And then other areas that we've not been to, people have been calling, when are you coming? We are hungry and all that. I will still plead with people to just be patient. We are here for them. We are going to ensure that everything gets to them.
Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Gupar. And on a final note, what are your final thoughts on this? What are the things you really want residents to know about the whole issue, the fight against COVID-19?
My final note on this is that I want to plead with Abuja residents that please stay at home. There is a lockdown, obey the law of this lockdown. COVID-19, if you don't go out, if you stay at home, it won't come and meet you at home. If you go out, you meet all kinds of people there. You don't know where they are coming from. You don't know the kind of people that they are communicating with or interacting with. So please stay at home. This thing is not going to last forever. It has a time frame. And if we don't stay at home and the cases keep on increasing, definitely the government will lock us down, because they don't want this thing to spread. We don't want to go through what other countries have gone through. For me, I want to see everybody alive.
Thank you very much, Doctor. Thank you very much indeed for joining us on the news. We've been speaking with Dr. Jophia Nanker Gupar. She is a member of FCT COVID-19 Advocacy and Media Sensitization team. Moving on now, we'll take a break, after which there are more reports. Thank you for being there.